Hey, what's up guys? Hey, it's Val here, and I'm here to make another PvP guide. This guide is going to be on a healing bard and tactician hybrid. There are other variations you can choose to run. For example, because the build I am running is 38 bard, 38 tactician. I've seen people run. I've seen people run 40. What is it? 40, I think it's 40 bard and 36 tactician. I see people run that. I mean, some people run 50 something ish, but I preferred 38, and I'll just give you a rundown on what I use. So here's the build itself. I will just go over what I've spent points into. So I put 5 into 5 in ionization, 5 out of 5 in metal plating, 3 out of 3 in boosted defenses, 1 out of 1 infernal torrent, 3 out of 3 in extended workload, 1 out of 1 in infernal combustion, 2 out of 2 in conservation of energy, 5 out of 5 in tactical training, 3 out of 3 in auxiliary plan, 1 out of 1 in mass repulsion, 5 out of 5 in palliative care, 1 out of 1 in battle remote, 1 out of 1 in primer amplification, and 2 out of 2 in enhanced core. As for bard, I went 5 out of 5 in deafening music, 3 out of 3 in invigorated soul, 1 out of 1 in anthem of glory, 2 out of 2 in stage presence, 1 out of 2 in street performer, 5 out of 5 in street smart, 2 out of 2 in talented composer, 1 out of 1 in bardic inspiration, 1 out of 1 in riff, 1 out of 1 in coda of restoration, 5 out of 5 in triumphant spirit, 1 out of 1 in improved motive of regeneration, 5 out of 5 out of resonance, 1 out of 3 in advanced music theory, 1 out of 1 in virtuoso, and finally 3 out of 5 in reverberation. Now you can choose to move some points around if you would like. You may lose some healing. I mean, you could swap to grab improve anthem competence if you want. You could grab burst captivation if you want. Extended grief. Really, it's up to you. You could switch these points into good health if you'd rather have that. Because you can have either, you can choose to have more health or a higher damage on your cadence. So it's up to you what you prefer. As for tactician, there is some more. Obviously, there's more variation. I chose to grab infernal torrent and infernal combustion because you have 2 extra points. When you get up, I think I get up to here somewhere. You need 2 points. You need to spend 2 points somewhere in order to get further up the tree. And I chose to go with Infernal Torrent because sometimes you'll be on a team and you won't really need those extra heals. You'll be kind of having some downtime, and it's why not have Infernal Torrent and get some get stacks and dots on the enemy team. So that's good to have. As well as mass repulsion, grab that to knock people back. It's good to use if someone's up on your someone's on your butt, or if you see a healer getting hit on your team, you can run up to them, smack them in, or go into the enemy lines and smack them towards you or smack them away. It's up to you how you want to use that. Anyway, that's the build. I'll go over how to play it. It's fairly simple. So obviously let me pull up the abilities here. Alright, so for your bard abilities, you obviously have all your motives, and you're going to want to have these up constantly, which will be very easy, as you'll see in a few minutes. So you'll have motive of bravery, motive of regeneration, and motive of tenacity. Those are the 3 you want to have on. You don't need motive of encouragement, obviously, unless you want to have critters following me. I mean, you could do that, but it's really up to you. So you're going to have those 3 motives up. That's going to be your start. So you're gonna get those up, and then you're going to be going into your basically a cycle for healing. It's really easy. It's really simple. So your main ability will be cadence, and the reason for this is because you have invigorated soul. Now this will be doing a lot of healing. What it does is your cadence heals up to 5 party and raid members for 6% of your attack power each time it deals damage. So every time you're hitting with cadence, you're getting invigorated soul off, and it does a lot of healing, as you'll see. I'll post a warfront later after this video of me playing this build. I can show you how it works, and you can see some gameplay with it. But that's why you're going to be using Cadence. You don't want to use Cadenza because it doesn't work with Invigorated Soul, so don't use that. Only use Cadence for your builder. Your other builder you have is Riff. That will just award 5 comp points, so use it on cooldown. It's a good way just to get up to 5 comp points, so you can either use Curative Blast or Coda of Restoration, which I will go over here right now. So those are your 2 finishers that you will be using. Now so how can I explain this? So let's say you get your motives up. You shoot off your builder, Cadence, and you get up to 5 combo points. So you're going to want to be using Curative Blast first because you want to get that dot on. What it does is it restores health per combo point, so you're going to be releasing at 5 stacks, so about 3583, up to 10 party or raid members. So you're going to be putting a healing dot on your own team. And then your other finisher will be Coda of Restoration, so you're basically going to be swapping between the 2. So you'll build up to 5, use Curative Blast, then build up to 5 again using Cadence, and then get up to use Coda of Restoration, which is just basically an instant heal of about 1,099 up to 5 party raid members. So Curative Blast is 10, Coda of Restoration is 5, so those are the 2 finishers you will be using. You're basically just going to rotate between them. So alright, those are your finishers that you will be using. Now, back to the builders. You're not only going to be using Cadence, so there's other abilities that you're going to be wanting to use. So, this is one build where I do use a macro because it is beneficial, but it only has 2 abilities in it. So, the macro you're going to be, I'll put it in the description. So, the macro will be, I don't need this up anymore. So, the macro will be, I will put in the description, cast Curative Core, because this is going to be your bulk of healing. It does the most healing in your build, as you'll see. I'll post the numbers in the Warfront that I do play. So Curative Core, but it basically what it does is it puts down a core and it heals 3,343 health over 15 seconds up to 10 party array members. This is going to be up 24/7 while you're healing, so you're just going to put cast Curative Core, and then under that cast Cadence, and so that will be your builder basically. So that way you constantly have Curative Core up because you always want to have it up. So that is one macro you should use. I mean, you can choose to have it separate. It's really, there's no point in doing that. So that's one of the macros I do use. So I will put that in the description. Now another ability you want to be aware of is Curative Remote. What this does is it debuffs the target, so it heals the attacker for 91 health when the target is hit by ability attacks. So you want to be using that so you can put it on an enemy that's getting hit a lot, so often on marked targets, etc. So you want to be putting that up on the target. So it lasts 15 seconds. It's on a 10-second cooldown, so just keep it up. There's one other Battle Remote. Now this is another important ability that you want to be aware of. What it does is increases your damage and healing by 20% for 10 seconds, and it's on a 1-minute cooldown. So use it wisely when you think you need to use it. So it's often, it's good to time it with Virtuoso, which is an ability down here, which I'll go over here in a minute. So yeah, those are your Tactician abilities that you're going to be using. I mean, you also have Barrier Remote, which is a shield. Obviously pop that when you're getting smacked on. You want to use that. You have Curative Engine, which is a buff you're going to be using. You always want to have this on. It basically, whenever you're hit, you get 531 health, so you want to have that on at all times. It's right here. You have Mass Repulsion, so it pushes back enemies. Simple, self-explanatory. You have Power Core, which you want to put down, so every now and then you may be useful. So keep that on the bars. Use it every now and then. It always helps your team because it's a 10% increase in damage. So. Alright, also, yeah, of course you have the torrents, and you can use those if you, the healing is fine. I mean, don't use them if your team's struggling on heals and you need to get people up. That should be optional when you think you should use it. So, back to Bard. Now, I already went over Riff, I've already went over Modus and your finishers. Now, there's a few abilities here I need to go over. So here are going to be your buffs, as I went before. Curative Engine, obviously. You're going to have Fanfare Power, Fanfare Vigor. What this does is Fanfare Power, basically Strength, Dexterity, Intelligence, and Wisdom. Get a 70 buff. Fanfare Vigor, 70 on Endurance. The two abilities that you have, anthems, are Anthem of Glory and the Anthem of Competence. You can only have one up at a time, so it's preferred to have Anthem of Glory. But if you have another ability, oh god, it's slipping my mind. I forgot the other ability. I could tell you if I saw it, but I forgot who gives. I think it's Archons. Yeah, it's the Archons ability for armor. Sometimes they'll pop that up, so you won't need to use Anthem of Glory, so you can Anthem of Competence instead. If there's another bard, make sure you're not using the same one. But well, actually, I think it stacks if there's another bard, so that's fine. So it'll automatically pop up. But anyway, see, as you can see, they don't stack right there. So those are your buffs that you want to worry about. Two more abilities here. So I'll go over Reverse Fascination first. It's just a control ability, so it's good to use if you want to CC, crowd control people. Use it to your liking. Your next ability is Virtuoso. This is a great ability. So what it does is it causes your combo points to persist when using codas. Okay. So as here, I can show an example here. Okay, I have 4 combo points. That's fine. So if you pop this, basically you're going to be able to spam Coda of Restoration at 5 points. So just imagine I have 5 points. Okay, just imagine it. So I have 5 points, and if I pop Virtuoso, as you can see, here, I'll pop it right now. Now I can pop Code of Restoration, see? And I'm not losing any combo points. So it's basically you're able to just spam the heal while you're able to do that. So that's always nice. But if you use Curative Blast, they will go away because you can only use it with codas, so you won't be able to rotate. Just use Code of Restoration when you have Virtuoso up. Now, what you want to do is you want to time Virtuoso, so you want to, usually it's best, if you want to maximize it, you want to get a Curative Blast right off the bat, so because it lasts 15 seconds, and Virtuoso lasts 15 seconds. So you want to get a Curative Blast off, then Riff, so you're up to 5 instantly, pop Virtuoso, and then start spamming Coda. So that way you don't have any downtime of Curative Blast, so you can maximize your heals per second right there. So that's the best way to do it. And then once you get to the last Code of Restoration, you want to use the last 5 combo points from Virtuoso on Curative Blast. That's the best way to do it. I will show you in a Warfront later, for probably maybe tomorrow. I might be able to post one. We'll see, but yeah, that's basically the build. It's as simple as that. I would show you on the training dummies, but as I don't know, you can't. Our heals don't work on the healing dummies because we're not specifically targeting them. But yeah, so that's really how you play Bard Tactician 38. I mean, keep your curative core up, right? It's going to be doing most of the healing. You have your cadence, which is going to be using Invigorated Soul. So yeah, that's basically, it's pretty easy. It's simple. If you didn't understand some things, let me know. I can always talk to you in game or talk to you through YouTube, but just let me know, and I will be able to help, because I'm happy to help anyone with anything. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope it was helpful. Enjoy the build and have fun as always. Alright, thanks for watching. See ya.